Hey everybody, Dan Cheney back with you again with another Music Charts Archive show here on DJNTV. Today I'm going back to 1991, which in my book was actually a pretty good year for pop music, and I'm going to be counting down the top 10 songs from the week of September 21st, 1991. We'll talk about the very first song from Boyz II Men. We're going to talk about the song that set the record for most weeks at #1 in the UK, and the song that made Paula Abdul look a little bit too skinny. Which songs am I talking about? Well, we'll find out on this week's edition of the Music Charts Archive Show.
DJ Event Planner will change the way you manage and run your business. Streamline all of your procedures and software into one easy-to-manage system. DJ Event Planner, the ultimate online planning tool.
Welcome to this week's Music Charts Archive Show. I'm Dan Cheney, and today we're counting down the top 10 songs from the week of September 21st, 1991. So let's start the chart. At number 10, we have the Motown song by Rod Stewart. In March of 1991, Rod Stewart released his 16th studio album called Vagabond Heart. It charted 3 singles, and 2 of those made the top 10. Rhythm of My Heart, which hit number 5, and this song that peaked right here at number 10. The Motown song was written and actually originally recorded by Larry John McNally. McNally's version appeared on the soundtrack to the 1986 Kevin Bacon movie Quicksilver. Stewart's version featured background vocals by The Temptations. The video for the song uses animation with live-action Stewart sometimes superimposed over that animation. At number 9, we have Love of a Lifetime by Firehouse. The band Firehouse was formed in Virginia and ended up charting 7 singles in the 90s. They had some big power ballads, and this one was their biggest. It peaked at number 5 in the following week. The song was written by vocalist C.J. Snare and guitarist Bill Leverty. Snare said he wrote the song while doing solo gigs at a Holiday Inn. When the label said that they needed a ballad for their first album, he kind of sheepishly raised his hand, supposedly, and offered up this song. It since became a big first dance song at weddings. At number 8, we have Too Many Walls by Cathy Dennis. Cathy Dennis's chart career started with being a vocalist for D-Mob on songs like Come On and Get My Love. As a solo artist, she had 3 top 10 hits, and they all came from her debut studio album, which was called Move to This. Too Many Walls peaked right here at number 8. A co-writer on the song with Dennis was Ann Dudley, who was a member of the group Art of Noise. Following her recording career, Cathy Dennis had a hand in writing a bunch of pop hits for other people, including I Kissed a Girl by Katy Perry and Toxic by Britney Spears. Number 7 on our list, Time, Love, and Tenderness by Michael Bolton. Time, Love, and Tenderness was from Bolton's album of the same name, an album that produced 3 top 10 hits, including the #1 remake of When a Man Loves a Woman. The song, Time, Love, and Tenderness, peaked here at number 7. At the time, it was Bolton's 5th top 10 single and 4th #1 song on the adult contemporary chart. The song was written by prolific songwriter Diane Warren. To date, Warren has written 9 #1 songs for 9 different artists. She's written 3 of Bolton's top 10 hits. At number 6 for the week, Everything I Do It For You by Bryan Adams. The big hit ballad was included on both the soundtrack to the Kevin Costner movie Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and on Adams' album Waking Up the Neighbors. Adams wrote the song with Robert Mutt Lang using the music from the movie composed by Michael Kamen. They supposedly wrote the song in just 45 minutes. The song was on its way down the chart after spending 7 weeks at number 1. It holds the record for longest run at number 1 in the UK at 16 weeks. It was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Song, but it lost to the song Beauty and the Beast. Welcome back to this week's Music Charts Archive show. Today we're counting down the top 10 songs from the week of September 21st, 1991, and we're down to the top 5. At number 5, Promise of a New Day by Paula Abdul. Between Straight Up in 1988 and this song, Paula Abdul had a string of 6 number 1 singles in a row. This was the second single and second number 1 song from her second studio album called Spellbound. Promise of a New Day was written by Abdul along with members of the R&B group The Family Stand. The music video for this song was criticized for the way it was obviously elongated and made Abdul appear taller and thinner than she actually was. In fact, the sketch comedy show In Living Color did a parody of the video called Promise of a Thin Me. At number 4, Things That Make You Go by CNC Music Factory. 1991 was a big year for CNC Music Factory. The group, formed by producers David Cole and Robert Clavillis, released the album Gonna Make You Sweat, which produced 3 top 5 singles and 4 number 1 dance hits. Things That Make You Go was the 3rd single, and it peaked right here at number 4. Rap vocalist Freedom Williams wrote the song with Clavillis, and it was inspired by a running gag and kind of a catchphrase from the Arsenio Hall show. Number 3 is Motown Philly by Boyz II Men. The R&B vocal group Boyz II Men are best known for their record-breaking number 1 ballads like End of the Road and One Sweet Day, but their very first chart single was the up-tempo Motown Philly, which peaked right here at number 3. Michael Bivins of New Edition was a co-writer on the song and provides a rap during the bridge. The mashed up title of Motown Philly is a reference to the group's musical influences, 60s Motown music and 70s Philadelphia soul. Motown Philly is kind of somewhat autobiographical, referencing how the group actually auditioned for Bivins. At number 2, we have Good Vibrations by Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Before he became a movie star, appearing in films like The Perfect Storm, The Departed, Deepwater Horizon, and a lot more, Mark Wahlberg was into music. At 13, he was actually briefly in New Kids on the Block with brother Donnie before they hit it big. In 1990, he formed his own group called Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, and they released the album Music for the People. Good Vibrations was on that album, and it would hit number 1 a couple weeks after this chart. Dan Hartman has a writing credit on the song because he wrote the song Love Sensation by Loleatta Holloway, which is sampled in the recording. Holloway actually made an appearance in the video of the song, singing on the chorus. And at number 1, we have Color Me Bad with I Adore Me Amor. The debut album by the vocal group Color Me Bad, called CMB, produced 5 chart singles. I Adore Me Amor was the second single and the first of 2 number 1 songs from that album. The second number 1 was called All for Love. I Adore Me Amor is basically about faithfulness. The singer says, you want to take her place, but then he says, I could never leave her, never, baby, never. Half the song title is in Spanish, and the song lyrics contain a few stanzas also written in Spanish. I Adore Me Amor also went on to spend a week at number 1 on the R&B chart. Well, there you have it. Those were the top 10 songs from the week of September 21st, 1991. Please give the video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments which songs of these that you enjoy. I really honestly do like several of these songs. I thought it was a pretty good year for music, as I said earlier. You might call Bryan Adams' song kind of a guilty pleasure for me. And I think Too Many Walls by Cathy is kind of underrated. I think you should check it out. Motown Philly is kind of up there too for me. This has been Dan Cheney for the Music Charts Archive Show, and be sure to join me again next time for another Top 10 list right here on DJNTV.